And welcome back to Nando Talk, guys. Today I'm going to be talking about the Dolphins defense. We already know that the strength of our defense lies in the secondary, but guys, we will have the best secondary in the NFL next year. It's not even a question. I'm so excited. We already know the talent we have. We've got Xavien Howard right there, who is one of the best corners in the league, top three, and he's not three. And honestly, I think he's going to be the best in the NFL, but we'll touch on that in a bit. Byron Jones, who say what you want about him, we did restructure his deal, and this guy could be a cornerback one in at least 8 to 10 teams in the NFL. So I'm happy to have him as our cornerback too. You got Javon Holland right there, jersey and the picture on the side. My guy is already the fourth rated safety according to PFF last year. And in year two, he's going to ball. He's going to reach a new level, maybe the best safety in the NFL. He makes up one of the best young safety duos in the NFL already, though, however, because he's got Brandon Jones, who's going to enter year three, a third-round pick out of Texas. And, man, this kid is an absolute animal. He's one of my favorite Dolphins, and honestly, I'm going to have to replace that Tannehill jersey with him eventually, and in white as well. It looks too clean, too crisp, and it's going to match the Javon Holland one. But back to the point at hand, guys, we will have the best secondary in the NFL. It's going to be a fun season, just locking team down. And we've already heard good things coming out of minicamp so far. Javon Holland is nice and spicy. Already earned the orange jersey. That means it goes to the player who had the best practice. He was making plays left and right. And in year two, my man out of Oregon is just going to reach an entirely new level. Like I said, best safety in the NFL next year is within his reach, within his grasp. He's already gotten props from vets like Xavien Howard. Oh man, he's already gotten props by the coaching staff with the orange jersey, and I've heard he's probably gonna have to wear it next practice too. That's how good this guy's been. But he's been very interchangeable with Brandon Jones, and I mean that in the utmost compliment to Brandon Jones. I think he's finally coming into himself. Year one was a little shaky for Brandon. Year two, he balled. And I think year three, he's going to absolutely feast. I love this guy. He's like 5'11", 6 foot, but he's one of the most efficient tacklers in the NFL as a safety since he came in 2020. This guy just has all heart. I fell in love with his play at the Ravens game. The way him and Javon Holland, I always talk about it, just diced through and lived in the backfield and made Lamar Jackson's life a living nightmare. It was beautiful to watch, and I'm going to love to keep watching that for the next 10 years in Miami. Like I said, best young safety duo in the NFL. In 2 years, that might be the best safety duo in the NFL, and we'll lock them down, some homegrown talent. I love the way both those kids play, and they really do complement each other. I heard that you can just move them around, which is going to be amazing to help disguise what they're doing on defense. Maybe we'll ask Javon to blitz, Brandon to blitz. They both can. They'll switch on dropping off in coverage, although Javon is a little bit better in coverage. Brandon can also do it. So it's nice to see that we'll be able to just mix and match, give Boyer some stuff to play with. And I know that Sam Madison and Pat Surtain are going to bring the best out of them, because that's what they've been doing so far with, I think, all of our DBs. We've been hearing top to bottom guys are making plays, and it really does come down to the coaching guys, Sam Madison and Pat Surtain. Sam Madison came from the Chiefs DB staff we've talked about it, and Pat Surtain from my little high school, American Heritage. We ball. We also got Stoney from the Heritage Connection, and now Pat Surtain was a head coach there. I've always talked about. He coached his son, Pat Surtain Jr., Ty Campbell, who's on the Jaguars, and Marco Wilson, who went to UF, and now he's on the Cardinals. This guy knows DB talent when he sees it, and he's been bringing the best out in our young guys. I really do think that's why Brandon Jones and Javon Holland seem to be lighting it up in mini camps so far. And I've also even heard good things from guys like Noah Igbinoghene, number 6, number 9, Trill Williams. My guys, they've been feasting. Oh, my days. My God, Trill Williams, special place in the heart, because I used to go to Syracuse my freshman year, so that man was accused. Go Orange. Let's do it, guys. And Noah Igbinoghene, he's been a little slow start, but like I said, for Tua, Austin Jackson, and Brandon Jones, you can't give up on a player until year 3. Year 3 is when they really pop off. Brandon Jones obviously is going to pop off even more because he's already been balling. But no Igbinoghene, man, he's been tough in practice. He's gotten a lot bigger, a lot more athletic, and I do think that he's going to piece it all together. The ability and the talent was there, but this is a guy who was a receiver turned cornerback. It's about whether he could get it in that experience and get all the nuances down to the position that you need in the NFL. In college, you can rely a lot on your athleticism, and I know that Noah did. And now, hopefully, he's pieced all the fundamentals and the technique now to help us be locked down. I'm not saying they're going to start, obviously, guys. Nik Needham, we gave him that second-round tender, and he is locked down in man coverage. I think he allowed no touchdowns last year. He's 25 years old. He was a UDFA, and he's been on, quite frankly, such a tremendous leap over the years that he deserves that slot corner spot where he's best at. I just think that Noah Igbinoghene and Trill Williams give us awesome depth and potentially guys who can start further down the line as they keep developing at this pace. Like I said, Noah Igbinoghene, I think when he was drafted, was like the youngest guy drafted in the league. He was like 20 years old. So now he's like 23, bro. How are you going to give up on a guy like that? He's going to be like 22, 23 years old. It really just doesn't make sense. So we keep hoping he balls. Trill Williams is a little bit of a fan favorite, and hopefully he keeps feasting. And my, oh my, the X-Man himself, Xavien Howard. We'll probably clip this because this is how excited I am for this man. Xavien Howard is going to be the best cornerback in the NFL next year. He's going to silence all this little noise. I've already said top 3, but not 3, because Xavien Howard, man coverage, zone coverage, give him what you want. He is a sticky boy. He locks it up, and no matter what you do, he's going to make a play. He's either going to break the pass or he's going to get an interception because he's got hands. This is a guy who, when he was coming out of Baylor, the only issue he really had was used his hands too much and caused penalties. Now Xavien Howard cleaned up his technique a bit, and he uses those hands not to draw flags, but to draw balls down and take it to the freaking house. X-Man makes plays. I love seeing him just take over. He got picks in both Patriots games. He got the TDs last year. He even forced fumbles because Xavien Howard doesn't even quit in the run game. He just makes plays all over because he is a superstar. I can't believe that there are people who rank him outside of the top 5. He's top 5, no question. I don't care who you are watching this video. If you say Xavien Howard is not a top 5 cornerback in the NFL, turn this off, go home, and I don't know, go read some books or something. Go look at the stars because football is not for you, man. I don't know what to tell you. Unless those books are learning more football, you have no business being here. Xavien Howard is a top cornerback in the league, guys. Oh, man. It was so much fun wearing his jersey last year, just getting to prance around in Hard Rock, just knowing that I had always got a guy who's going to make plays. And now, hey, we got everyone else. We got Waddle, we got Tua, we got Holland. But Xavien Howard, thank you for giving me a fun season last year with the jersey. Oh, it's going to be a good one, man. I think I've already pulled up this little slide, but hey, man, they're bringing out the best in our DBs. I'll keep it up because I didn't even talk about. I heard Vernon Hargreave has been doing so well. He almost got his first pick, and Javon Holland was so he really wanted to get it. He was like frustrated and emotional about it. Apparently, that's his boy from Oregon. And Vernon Hargreave, for those who don't know, is an undrafted free agent out of there. I still do have to do a UDFA video, but more on that soon. And that's what I'm saying, guys. We're deep. And at safety, Vernon Hargreave is making enough plays. Byron Jones has shown that he can go from a guy who was, basically a starter last year, mainly coming on the right plays and packages, to a guy who'll be the bona fide starter. Because I've heard that Eric Rowe might be getting pushed out of the room too. That's a veteran guy. It's more of a Flores pick because that's a Patriots way kind of guy. If we move on from Rowe because Brandon Jones is going to be the starter and we think Vernon Hargreave is that good, I'm so pumped for this secondary. We've got youth, we've got talent, athleticism, explosiveness, and technique, and the guys to hone it in. Hopefully, Boyer is the man who was calling plays actually last year in the second half. Hopefully, he's the guy who made the second half push, and that's why we kept him as a defensive coordinator. But regardless, we have him. We have the entire defense having that continuity. And it's just going to help the secondary get better. The better our pass rush gets, the better our linebackers get at stopping the run and forcing more passing plays, the better the pass rushers get after the QB and force them to throw more errant passes. Oh my, we're going to see plays from all 4 of these guys and Nik Needham and even Trill Williams and Igbinoghene, guys. Our entire secondary is going to have a field day because Xavien Howard and Byron Jones can lock any 2 cornerbacks in the league. I firmly believe it. What really happened last year is that they got in bad positions due to the offense, bad special teams positions, untimely turnovers, and they got tired, they got worn down. But this year, guys, we're deep. Our offense will have a nice run ball. They'll be able to keep our defense fresh as they stay on the field longer. And I think we'll just see play after play and just deep room, deep play, great corners, guys. I'm so excited. I can keep rambling on. I can keep riding them. But the main point is, guys, we will have the best secondary in the NFL. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind, no question about it. Comment below if you can even name me 5 secondaries better than this team. Comment below if you can think you can even name me 5 freaking cornerbacks better than Xavien Howard, 5 safeties better than Javon Holland. Can you name me even a starting, like, 4 better than this? Come on. No, you can't. So shut up, haters. We're gonna have the best secondary in the NFL. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm gonna be screaming Wakata play after play because we're taking things to the house, making plays happen. And it is a wonderful time to be a Miami Dolphin, guys. Thank you so much. Enjoy your rainy days if you're in South Florida. Stay safe, everyone. Like, comment, do your thing. And if you want to subscribe to Nano Talk, that's always a fun time. Most important thing is, though, hope you enjoyed. Boom.